Welcome on in, folks. Lemonade here. Happy you found the channel, because this is the first ever video on this channel. And we are starting off with a little bit of a banger, the Pulsar V2 Xlite Mini. But before we get into that, I do want to just note that, folks, if you're into mice, mouse pads, keyboards, gaming peripherals, streaming equipment, things like that, this is going to be the channel, because going forward, we're going to take a nice deep dive into all the products that I use compared to some of the other products that I use and see if it's worth an upgrade for you, for me, and we'll figure it out together. So let's get right into this with this beauty. Starting off, folks, we'll do a quick little tour of this beautiful, beautiful mouse by Pulsar. Get you a nice little close-up here. Comes equipped with a 3370 sensor, 70 hours of battery life, 1000 hertz polling rate, 800 DPI out of the box, 1 millimeter liftoff distance, and a 4 millisecond debounce time. And that's all preset, so you can just take this out, charge it via USB-C, and you are ready to rock and roll. Of course, it has button combinations that you can use to switch the DPI and turn this LED off if you want, or you can download the software to kind of fine-tune some of the options I just listed. Overall, a stunning mouse for the price of $79.95 USD. It comes in black, white, red, blue. There was a special edition green that you may see out there that is no longer available. That was just upon release. Quickly, let's go over the box and cable real quick, guys. Box, very Apple-esque packaging, very nice, high quality. Has a silhouette of the mouse itself, various areas. And we'll show you the inside real quick, only for one thing, because I do want to point this out. When companies do this kind of stuff, it's very nice. Maybe hard to see. Let's see if I get a good angle of it. There is a, let's see, a foam puck in there, but trust me, right there is a foam puck right at the top of the box to protect it via shipping. Again, Pulsar doesn't skimp from the specifications of the mouse, the build quality, all the way down to the packaging. They are a fantastic company. Inside the box, you get, of course, the cable and the sensor, pamphlet, awesome Pulsar sticker, and a little legal information. Speaking of the dongle and cable, obviously detachable. Dongle itself has a Pulsar logo on it, and it has the word Xlite Mini V2 right there, so it's very easy to distinguish. Cable itself, super flexible if you need to use it while gaming. No issue there. Paracord cable with a gold USB tip. So, again, not skimping anywhere in the process here. Now, this mouse weighs 55 grams, and a lot of people might think, wow, that's nothing, and it's probably flimsy. Now, if you're not into high-end gaming mice, well, then you're out of the loop, because 55 grams is actually kind of the standard, or around that weight is kind of the standard. But this is not a flimsy mouse at all. This is phenomenal build quality for the second generation. Its fit and finish is perfect, flawless. No side flex, no creaking, not even on the perforations at all. Great underbody here. Fantastic mouse for its weight. And some quick comparisons to the Model O minus wireless, my current main, and we'll go over that towards the end, why I'm not using this mouse anymore. The Qatar Pro, I believe, is what it's called. And everyone's favorite, the Orochi V2 by Razer. The mouse comes equipped with Kale 8.0 switches. Awesome implementation, folks. I mean, almost really non-existent pre-travel, very little post-travel. Great implementation. Scroll wheel itself, ceramic white on the inside, silicone rubberized on the top. The steps are a little bit too soft for me. I like a little bit more definition in the steps. They're a little bit too easy to kind of breeze past, but some people might like that quickness of it. The button itself, of course, very tactile. No complaints there. Side buttons, no pre or post travel at all. I don't necessarily like the height of this area for my particular grip style. I find this gap to be a little bit too much from where my thumb would normally rest. But they are large and separated, so just something to note. They're also on a weird kind of slope, this back one. It's not quite even with this, so it's almost like offset a little bit when you feel it. Something you can get used to, but just want you all to note. Oh, the skates. Awesome stock skates. I don't really recommend replacing these out the get-go, but if you need to, you can see they have these nice little divots right here, in here, in here. So you can remove them, 6 months, a year down the road, depending on your usage, you can remove those and get them replaced. They all obviously offer the Super Glide glass skates that they're famous for these, and also another option that I will show you that probably a lot of you don't know. Nice little touch by Pulsar while we're down here, guys. These little quirks just really make them stand out and kind of build on their brand. I believe they're South Korean, so that's some writing there. It's probably speaking about the wireless technology. It says competition right here behind this LED. Again, you can disable that LED. There's a little character there, and it says size 1 right there for the mini. Size 2 is for the larger version. So nice, small, subtle touches there. Now, again, you can disable the LED with a button combination and change the DPI setting through a button combination. You hold 3 buttons and you hold them for 3 seconds and it will change that for you. So super simple. You don't need to use the software, but if you want to use the software, you have a preference or you want to kind of fine tune some things, let me show you how that looks real quick. Here we are, Pulsar software. For a new company, this is perfect, and I think every company should follow suit. This gets the job done. It's very lightweight and to the point. You have your key settings here with various profiles. You can export and import profiles. Debounce, again, 4 milliseconds, but it can go down to 0. DPI settings, you can reduce this down to 1 stage if you just have one that you personally use, or you can keep all 4 stages. You can swap the colors out. Battery indicator. LED, you can also disable it here, and you have a couple options for how you want it to show. Steady your breath. 1000 hertz. 1mm and 2mm LOD, and then these I would not touch personally. Of course, you have macro recording as well. Now, I did say I'm no longer using this mouse, and the reason being is my personal grip style. I am a fingertip grip user. This is how I like to control my mouse, like having that flexibility and then kind of digging into, get into a claw state if I need to, or to reach, obviously, a target lower down on the screen. This mouse is my first ergo mouse, and I think that is not necessarily a fault of the mouse, but just me not knowing that this may not be perfect for fingertip grip users, depending on your exact grip and your hand size. For reference, I have 19.5 by 10 centimeter hands, but that size with this particular size of mouse, and coupled with the coating on this, very slick coating, much slicker than any of these over here. So if you like this shape, and you're going to like using it with your preferred grip style, then I would get grip tape. They sell it. There's also third-party companies that sell it because it is a very slippery mouse, at least in this white coating. But again, not the mouse for me. I much prefer something that's a little bit more ergonomic and consistent on both sides without any kind of steep curvature, at least, again, for fingertip grip. That said, great mouse, and I highly recommend it. They've done some great things here, Pulsar, for being a new company. Their software is top-notch, their packaging is top-notch, the build quality is top-notch, implementation of the sensors and the buttons are all S tier in my book. So if you like this style of shape, they have a larger version. I'd highly recommend checking them out. But there's a couple things I want to show you before we leave here. Again, the mouse comes in various different colors. If you're unsure of the shape or unsure of the company, you can order them on Amazon US for the same price, same color options, and they of course sell their skates and their grip tape here as well. So you have ease of access for that, but it's, you know, great return policy through Amazon. So I would highly recommend getting it from here if you have that option. But the one thing I did want a lot of people to know, that maybe some don't, Pulsar actually makes Ptfe skates for their mice. The stock skates on the V2 Mini are the 0.6 millimeter original thins. Now, once these wear out, or if you want a different feel, you have the option to get the originals, which are 0.8 millimeters, a set of control skates, which give you some flexibility here. You can actually kind of customize this how you want, and a combo set. So from anywhere from $4.99 to $8.99, you have quite a few options, and I think a lot of people don't really know that they make these. If you're wondering what's the difference, they have a whole chart down here that you can go over. I'll pause it here for a moment, but go on their site and see which one may be a preference for you. And on that note, if you had a good time today, like and subs are always appreciated. Leave a comment down below and let me know what your thoughts are. But until the next Fresh Squeeze video, stay thirsty, folks.